There we go. We got it going. All right, thank you all. Wow, that was an adventure. Nice work. Looks like you guys are having a great time doing this. How long have you guys been doing this together?
Well, Carmen and I have been doing it for we've been we're both full-time musicians. Carmen
Okay.
and I, we teach.
Yeah.
And perform regularly. But she joined the Beat Effect about a year and a half ago. Alice is new in just the last couple months.
Nice, nice.
She's actually one of my students.
Okay.
I've been teaching her since she was 8 years old.
Okay. Well, I had one question. I'd love to know what's the name mean?
My last name is Reed.
Okay, so the Reed, I got it. Well, I thought it was great. You guys obviously made some fans here tonight. People were way into it. That was awesome. I felt like the songs were a little all over the place. I was trying to capture a big hook and what they were about. Obviously, maybe looking at the lyrics, if I were looking at the lyrics, I'd capture that a little bit better. I'm not sure where this fits commercially, but the experience live was a lot of fun. And yeah, just thanks for coming and playing for us.
I'd echo the fun factor. I loved watching you guys. That was a lot of fun. I did feel there were a lot of technical issues, but I don't know how to explain what they were to you. So just listening to music, my ear, maybe these guys can speak into some of that. I know I mentioned album art, and again, that's not on critique here, but I'm going to mention it because your album art for 1973 is incredible. And if you guys go look at Spotify, look them up on Spotify, that is how you make an album cover. So well done on the branding and the look, and you guys look great, and keep going that direction.
Man, what a great time. What a great time. That first song, man, I had a blast, man. I had a blast. I was playing drums. I just shut my eyes and said, I'm the drummer of this band. I tell you, when it comes to having a good time, that was it. I did kind of, when the second song kicked in, I didn't, this doesn't probably really matter what I say, but I didn't know where we were, in the beginning of it, and then I was like, oh, like I got a surprise birthday party, when the next part happened. And then I was like, yeah, I want to hang out here. You know what I mean? But then you were like, blurry vision. And I was like, yes, please. You know what I mean? But like I said, it was a great time. And I tell you what, man, if David Byrne and Mick Jagger had a baby, I'm looking at them. And when you came out, I was like, you may ask yourself. And I was all in. You had me at hello. You know what I mean, Jerry? And but it was beautiful. That's a good thing. Jerry McGuire, or no, yeah, hand me at hello. Yeah, thank you. Brent, good job, thank you. No, but seriously, I had a great time here with that. Your stage presence is so much fun. It's phenomenal, and I had a blast watching you. You did such a great, I had a blast watching you. Some hair flips. I mean, Noah's gonna be mad because you took his hair flips from him. That's his thing, it's trademarked. You're gonna get sued. No, but just, it was a great time. I really enjoyed you, and I know they're probably gonna have some other technicality stuff, but outside of that, yeah, let's go.
It's so great that I don't have to be in the music of business or the business of music. I can just enjoy it for what it is. So I know that there is some deeper meaning tonight to your performance. As a memorial to your brother, with all the things that have happened over the last several years, and he's gone, and he wrote a lot of this music with you. This was two brothers creating something together, and I was just really glad that we could create and provide a space for us to remember him together and to see that music. So thank you for coming here and doing that. It would have been easy with that weight for it not to feel so fun, but it felt fun. So that was beautiful. I was not expecting that. I braced myself for gray, rain, cigarette smoke, which I like. But so I was just pleased. There were times. Here's the thing I wrote. I'm just gonna be. At first it was a little cheesy, and then I was like, I don't care. So the personality, I believed you. I think you mean that. So yeah, I like that. It was fun. I have to imagine this is not marketable in the same way that, but I think you know that, right? But it's got a scene, and thank you for bringing it here tonight.
I had a question for you and your guitar tone. What type of effects unit were you playing through? Yeah, for you, what type of an effects unit were you playing
I
through?
was playing through my line 6.
What type of line 6?
That was just the HD.
HD? Okay. One of the things I would suggest to you is, especially if there's going to be backline, maybe just a couple pedals or stuff instead of like a line 6 going through the front. Because it was thin, it sounded
Yeah, no, I heard it.
really
I was
like
okay.
rather unpleasant. And then also just the HD unit as a whole, it's just like for a little bit more money, there's like, you know, there's with the Helix, they had the Helix Stomp, they had the
Well,
Head
actually,
Rush.
the Helix Stomp is actually the subscription.
Okay. So, yeah, but just different things like that. But just make sure that you spend the time like dialing your tone. Make sure that you have a setting in case if you have to. It sounded like you went through the front of the amp instead of the effects loop of the amp,
Yeah.
or something like that. But just make sure technology. And this is for everybody here. Like, if you have a multi-effects pedal, they have things on it where you can change it if it's going to the front of the amp, or if it's going through the effects loop, or if it's going directly PA to make sure that your tone always sounds well. So just make sure that you know, like coming up here, like, okay, I'm going to go in the front of the amp. I need to switch this so I don't sound bad. So, because to me that was hard for me because I'm a guitar player also, and I'm like, and I felt bad for you. So I just, but anyway, overall, for me it was a little chaotic too. But you know, I understand. You know, this definitely meant a lot to you. Just thank you for coming and sharing your heart. And I'll quit talking because I drank too much coffee.
Too much coffee, like a slave. It'll get it. Come on. I enjoyed I love the hair flip. Super dope. I was like, oh my gosh, she's owning it, and it's pretty cool looking. And I really dug like just the antics and the thing, you know, the way you were delivering the hand gestures, and I mean that's rock and roll, man. You know, that's what we're doing here. You know what I'm talking about. And I mean, like, obviously I agree with everything that's been said, especially dealing with guitar tone and all that. Drummer. I was going to say there were times where I feel like you could have really dug in more to deliver more of a punch to what was happening, because you guys were rocking and we could hear that transient coming through on your guitars, you know, peeking through, especially when you go into solo land. It's like, gaga, and then the drums were a little bit soft. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be afraid to just go John Bonham on that crap. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, you know what I mean? Drums are meant to be hit, you know? So hit them hard. You know what I'm talking about? So anyhow, yeah, kudos.
Okay, drummer first, the bad thing. I felt like you were a little on top in a couple of spots. Just a little on top, a couple of spots. So, that being said, I really dug when you came out, the first part of the song, on song number 1, there was this groove and there was this confidence on your face. And I was like, oh yeah, I dig that. There's a pocket there, and I wrote that down. There's a pocket. You created a pocket. It was necessary for the song. I dug that. Very highly, super important. So, thank you. Big deal. Really big deal. As far as the rest of it, it was a rock band for me, and I liked it. There wasn't anything I was like, oh yeah, that's hooky, except for 73. Like that's in my brain right now, 73. But after that, I don't have anything to like drive home on, to drive, you know, all the way home with. But aside from that, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Your vocal, by the way, it came into its own maybe halfway through the first song. Don't wait until the halfway point. Dig in right away. Dig in right away. So, other than that, thank you.
All right. One more time, the Reed Effect. Everybody give it up for the Reed Effect. Thank all of our critiquers here for donating the time, for being here. All of the bands that were on this stage, not just tonight, but last night. Everybody that's been here, give yourselves a hand for sticking through this long weekend, these long days. And man, how beautiful are they? Give it up for Ted Brown, guys.